Hi, my name is Neil Kelleher. In this set of videos, I'll be going over the yoga pose or the arm balance called Astavakrasana. Each video focuses on a particular exercise. So the idea is to watch a video, practice the exercise so that you understand it. Perfection isn't required, just so you understand what it is you're trying to do and feel in your body. Then once you get that, then move on to the next exercise. Anyway, let's get on with it. With your knees bent, your shins pointing one direction in your body and the other, and having one arm straight, one idea you can practice is trying to lift your hips off the floor. But while you're doing that, notice the relationship of your shoulder to your wrist. So if you try and keep your shoulder over your wrist and try and lift your hips, you may find it fairly difficult unless you cheat by moving your shins back, so that if you move your shins back, then your feet give you some leverage with which to lift your hips. But if you keep your feet, your knees, and your hand in line, and your shoulder over your wrist, you can't lift your hips unless you move your shoulder forward, and then it's relatively easy to lift the hips. So with the feet, the knees, and the hand and the shoulder all in line, your hips are actually behind that line. And to get your hips up, unless you jump, the only way you can do it is one, by moving your shoulder forward, so that brings some of your body weight in front of this foundation, then you can lift the hips, or moving your feet back, so then your feet can provide some leverage. So now your hips are between your feet and your hand, then it's relatively easy to lift. What I would suggest to get you better used to Astavakrasana, keep the feet in position, allow your shoulder to move forward. So allow your shoulder to move forward so that you can easily lift the hips, and then put the hips lightly down and then lean back. So shoulder forward, lift, hips down, and then back. Now another exercise you could do, this time have your feet, your knees, both hands on the floor.